Welcome back everybody to another SakuraSuccubus 5. If you're new to this channel, please smash the subscribe button, share it to your friends, like this video, and comment down below. If you're not new, you know the drill. Watch this video up to the end or watch some of my other videos found in my channel. Other than that, let's get back to the game. Alright, I don't know where we are at. We are with Hifumi. Alright. This being the case, Hifumi and I soon find ourselves strolling arm in arm through the palace's expansive gardens. Hifumi's head is resting upon my shoulders, and her arm is looped through my own. There's a bit of a breeze, but it's quite gentle. Said breeze steers the leaves of the nearby trees, and it makes the decorations in Hifumi's hair clink together like wind chimes. That weak wintry sunlight plays upon the contours of Hifumi's face and illuminates her irises so they seem to glow. She really does look beautiful. She's so beautiful, in fact, I almost forget what I wanted to ask her. Almost, but not quite. Hey Hifumi. Yes? Hifumi peers at me, her head tilted curiously to one side. What is it, dear? Is something the matter? I guess you could say that I was just wondering, I was just double checking if we were like recording, I'm sorry. You didn't tell the princess we were engaged, did you? Oh, that! Hifumi giggles amused, her purple eyes winking. I did not say it, no, not in so many words. I had no desire, you understand, to further fan the flames of discord after my announcement on national television. So is this something Stephania assumed? It would appear so, yes. She did ask me about the nature of our relationship before you entered the parlor, which put me in quite a tricky situation. I was unsure what exactly to say in response to her innocent queries. I did not wish to cause her undue shock by informing her of your harem. Were she to discover you were seeing multiple women, I fear she might be quite perturbed. As a princess, she is very sheltered and she knows precious little of the outside world. Wishing to be considerate, I stress only that you and I had been in a loving relationship for almost a year and we went very close. I told her that you were my beloved, that I could not countenance life without you, and well, Hifumi smiles bashfully. You know what's funny? I have learned more words from now. Of course I learned more words at school, that's no question, but from all the games that I played, this game, man, throws you some words that you've never like pronounced ever. I'm completely shocked, astounded, dumbfounded even. But yeah, she must have surmised from my praises that you are my fiancé. I did not care to correct her on the matter, not when she sounded so very pleased for us. So I chose instead to humor her in her misunderstanding. I only hope I have not caused any offense. No, it's fine. I'd never be offended by the thought of marrying you, Hifumi. I'd consider it an honor, in fact, if we were engaged. Truly? Of course. I mean, my man, if someone like Hifumi's personality and half as good looking and no, just being a nice person overall, you're lucky. You're lucky to have a person such as her. You know, like you're not gonna tie it down with a knot, you know, get married. Come on, you're joking, you're kidding. You're kidding, right? Alright, going back to the game. I smiled and turned to press a quick fleeting kiss against Hifumi's cheek. I used to be self-conscious about public displays of affection, but since spending so much time with my harem of succubi, I've become more open to the idea. I've been kissed and embraced in public so often, engaging in such acts myself shouldn't hurt, not from time to time. Besides, it's not like there's anybody else in the garden to see my closeness with Hifumi. We're quite alone. We're quite alone. Like we are. I wouldn't discount the idea of one day being your fiancé, but that would cause all sorts of complications. I can't marry you on the sly behind others' backs. It wouldn't be fair on them. I need to announce my intentions beforehand. I know they'd be jealous though. If possible, I'd like to marry all of you. Here I sigh. But polygamous marriages aren't legal in Japan. Our relationship wouldn't be recognized, which would kind of defeat the point. A traditional wedding service would be nice, I agree, yet it is not a necessity. We can always marry in spirit. Symbols can have just as much meaning, if not more, than the inflexible old-fashioned letter of the law. Japan is not the only country in the world, however, where marriages can be officiated. Such weddings may not be legal where we live, but in other, more open-minded countries. Hifumi presses her body closer to mine, a pensive smile playing about her pretty face. Well, it is something to consider in any case. Perhaps we shall cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah, I suppose we will. For starters, I still need to properly tell my mother about all my relationships. You mean to say you have yet to do so despite my proclamation? I gave it an honest shot, but she didn't believe me. She seemed to find the idea of me being so popular hilarious. She laughed right in my face. Right in my face, or in my ear rather. She stopped laughing pretty sharpish though after Ayu broke into my apartment and had some stern words with her. So Ayu has spoken to her mother already? Hifumi pouts. I was not aware of that. Now I'm beginning to feel quite left out. I'd hope that I might meet your mother first. I flatter myself. I would make a much better daughter-in-law than Ayu. As cute as Ayu is, her culinary skills pale in comparison to mine, and she cannot even beat a futon. She does not have the temperament of a wife, not at all. I'd have to agree with you there, Hifumi. She's too much of a diva to settle down. That's the impression I get, at least. But maybe she'll surprise me. There's more to eye than meets the eye. She can be pretty affectionate when she wants to be. Hahaha. Someone's a player, huh? Indeed, she can be, but so too can I. Hifumi smiles and gives my arm an affectionate squeeze. You are my beloved fiancé, and I would be prepared to sacrifice anything for you. You need only ask. In my heart, at least, you will always be my number one concern. Heh. Alright. Later that evening, once the sun has already set, I find myself seated in the luxurious dining room of Astoria's palace. I've not yet been in the dining room given last night. I was so worried, I went straight to bed without eating. Then earlier in the day, I took lunch with both Hifumi and Stephania in the parlor with its pale blue decor. I'm sorry, I'm not putting that in my head. The dining room, as I soon discover, is every bit as extravagant as the rest of the palace. Its walls, like those of the parlor and my bedroom, are blue, the floor hard, creamy marble. A large table sits in the center of the room, upon which a large vase full of purple flowers I can't name stands. Every inch of the room has been cleaned to perfection. The marble floor so well swept it practically seems to shimmer. I'm in awe of this room, as it seems is Hazel. Well, look who decided to show up. Wowee! My succubus companion is sitting across from me at the table, looks around, her eyes agog. This is the first time I've seen Hazel since my arrival in Astoria, and I'm glad of her company. Her familiar face makes the newness of my surroundings feel less imposing. I'm glad I'm not the only one stunned by all the splendor. This place is like incredible. It's even grander than I thought it'd be. It feels almost too good for a gal like me. I'm afraid all this finery is wasted on my uncultured self. I mean, geez. Hazel picks up one of the forks for further inspection, her eyes wide like goose eggs. Are these like solid gold? Don't be silly. Yeah, if it was solid gold, it'd be way too inconvenient to use as a fork and spoon because it would be too heavy. You know, putting off as a balancer kind of thing. Marina, who's sitting beside Hazel, rolls her eyes. That would not be at all practical. Yeah, exactly. Solid gold is heavy and can easily tarnish. It is more likely the cutlery is plated instead in gold leaf. Gold leaf, is it? I guess that makes sense. Sorry for being a dope. I'm just like not used to all this finery, you know. I'm so not a showy girl, even if you are. I feel way more at home in the gym or in the pool than I do in posh places like this. I'm starting to get the shivers. Oh dear. Stephania, who is of course sitting at the head of the table, frowns. You aren't cold, are you, Miss Williams? I know it can be quite chilly during this time of the year, and your clothes are, well... Stephania glances at Hazel's exposed stomach and the muscles which ripple beneath it and flushes. They do not seem the warmest. Would you like Lizzie to fetch you a blanket that might help alleviate your chills? What? Oh no. Hazel smiles abashed and shakes one hand in Stephania's direction. That's alright, Steffi. Steffi? Is she that familiar with the princess already? It's very Hazel, I guess, to give people silly nicknames, even princesses, but it seems a bit too informal. I wonder how Elizabeth will take that. She seems pretty serious. I glance over to Elizabeth, Stephania's indefatigable maid, who's standing at her mistress' side, but to my surprise, she doesn't react to Hazel's over-familiarity. Maybe she's less stuffy than she appears. I'm not actually cold, it was more of a figure of speech. If I'm shivering, that's cause this place is so incredible. I'm in awe. Oh, I see. That is a relief, I suppose. Stephania smiles hesitantly. I would hate for you to be uncomfortable. As a valued, treasured guest in my home, I want your stay to be a pleasant one. I'm sure it'll be pleasant enough. How can it not be, when you're so attentive? This is a lot to wrap my head around. I'm not used to fine dining like Hifumi and Marina here, but I'm sure I'll get the swing of things eventually. That's the spirit. I'm certain with a bit of practice, you will be quite at home, even in an elegant setting such as this. Do you really think so? Marina arcs one neatly plucked eyebrow. I have a few doubts myself. There's nothing about Hazel here I would call elegant. We can all agree Hazel ain't the most elegant here, but she is pretty hot, not gonna lie. Damn me and muscle girls. I'm talking about girls that aren't overly muscular, but muscular enough that they have abs. You know, like a 4-pack ab or 6-pack if it's doable, but still look pretty feminine, you know? But no matter if she, I know, that's just my thing, I'm sorry. But no matter if she makes too much of a nuisance out of herself, I will not hesitate to set her straight. Marina shoots a warning look in Hazel's direction, which makes her flush. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I'll be as good as gold, you see? I'll hold you to that now. Marina bows her head before Stephania. Please forgive us, Your Highness, for talking at such length at your dinner table. Our entrees will get cold. Shall we commence with our dishes? Oh yes, please, help yourselves, and do let me know if you want seconds. The cook always makes too much food, I can never finish it myself. I'm most gratified to have guests over. There you see, Marina. Steffi's happy to have guests over, me included. You're getting your panties in a bunch about nothing. Please. Marina rolls her eyes. I'm no little girl and do not wear panties. I only ever wear thongs. Pfft. Stephania, who had a spoonful of soup halfway to her lips, sputters at this. Hazel, however, seems quite unconcerned by Stephania's discomfort and triumphantly retorts. Ha, you like to think you're so mature, Marina, but I'm even more of an adult than you are. I don't wear underwear at all. We all forgot that Hazel does go commando. Commando means no underwear, pretty much. Dude or male or female, doesn't matter. Commando means the same. You don't wear underwear, just shorts or pants. Stephania, who bravely attempted to take another mouthful of her soup, sputters again, this time spraying a fine film of soup across the tabletop. Oh, my lady, are you alright? Elizabeth bends by Stephania's side and pats her back. Would you like me to fetch you a glass of water? Oh no, I'm alright, some soup must have gone down the wrong way, that's all. There's nothing for you to fuss over, Lizzie. I would rather you tend to our guests instead. Very well, if that is what you would prefer then. Elizabeth gives Stephania's back a consolatory rub, then scans the table once more. Hifumi is elegantly sipping at her soup, while Hazel and Marina are engaged in a lively debate. I don't want any part to play in it. I'd rather eat my soup silently like Hifumi, but alas. Hey Hiroki, what do you think? I look at Hazel with some trepidation and reply, my soup spoon still pinched between my fingers. About mine and Marina's taste in underwear, or lack of, which of us do you think is the most appealing? Does it matter? Marina's rather too mature for such a conversation size. Hiroki is fond of the pair of us. We've no need to fight for his affections, knowing this. Clamoring for further attention is childish and it is uncouth. Moreover, to discuss one's underwear at the dinner table. Can you not see you are making the princess uncomfortable? Oh, no, I'm quite alright. Carry on as you were. I wouldn't want to come between your conversation. Besides, it is rather interesting listening to your conversation. I have been cooped up in the palace for so long, I have no idea how other women communicate. Trust me, other women are not half so brazen as Hazel. She is a law unto herself. So you say, but... Hazel stabs a finger in Marina's direction. You're the one who started talking about underwear first, Marina. Now, Hiroki, what do you think? Which of us do you think is the hottest? Well, talk about a loaded question. No matter what I say, I'm going to upset somebody. I doubt Hazel will let me squirm out of this direct inquiry with a mealy-mouthed "I think you're both attractive." She seems awfully worked up for some reason, so I guess I might as well bite the bullet. I inhale and then... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Well. You see the options, my fans, my subscribers, the viewers. We can pick Hazel. If you like muscle girls, or sporty girls, we're gonna go with Hazel. Not really muscle, but sporty girls. If you like mature but dark-skinned or girls, we'll go with Marina. You like the princess? I'm really curious. I'm already expecting what Hazel's gonna say or what Marina's gonna say, but Stephania is the show in this new part of SakuraSuccubus, so we're gonna go with Stephania. What did you say? I think I might like Stephania the most. Huh? Stephania stares at me eyes wide after my admittedly audacious remark. Do you really like me, Mr. Ogasawara? Well, why not? I smile. Oh god. I smile amazed by how flustered Stephania looks. You're plenty cute, why wouldn't I like you? Cute? I'm not sure what to say to that. A member of the opposite sex has never addressed me thus before. I'm starting to feel embarrassed, but it's a pleasant sort of embarrassment. Ah, red-faced Stephania cups her cheeks with her palms. What am I supposed to do? Hey, Hiroki. Hazel pouts. That's no fair, Steffi wasn't one of your options. She is cute, I'll admit, but that's cheating. Hazel gives me a swift kick beneath the table and... Ah! I gasp in pain, then double over. My right hand, which is still gripping my soup spoon... My soup soon twitches and then... Oh no! As if in slow motion, my spoon slips from my fingers. It arcs to the floor, hitting it with a metallic clang, but not before in the process, staining my thighs with soup. It's a good thing my soup was only lukewarm, else I might have smarted. This unpleasant sticky sensation, however, is hardly welcome. My pants are going to get ruined. What a pain. I reach for my napkin, meaning to dab myself dry, but... Alright, I'll be ending this episode right here for SakuraSuccubus 5. If you're new to this channel, you know the drill. If you're not new, you know the drill as well. And I greatly appreciate any view that comes my way, be it to 1, 2, 10. Every time I see 100 views, I'll be like, wow. I guess some people do rewatch my videos. Other than that, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode of SakuraSuccubus. Good luck, stay safe, and bye!